Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Hey, guys, we'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We'll get started shortly here. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Guys, welcome to our beginners class. All right. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everyone. All right. All right. Hey, Ranjit. Welcome, Ranjit. Hey, Solomon. Welcome. Hey, Betty. Hey, Joe. Welcome, guys. As you guys know, this is the beginners class. All right. Um, I wanted to do something differently this evening here. Um, but before I start, um, do you guys have any, given that this is a beginner's class, is there anything you guys want me to touch on? Right. I know we had last night, we went over some of the stocks and we talked about inexpensive stocks, right? Why we need to look at when we trade inexpensive stocks. Any you guys want to give any feedback on that? Any opinions on that? Or anything else that you guys might want to talk about? Anything else?
Can you hear me?
Was that?
I was asking if you could hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you, Joe.
Yeah, what I was asking is it more short-term investments or long-term investments? 'Cause I want to know, like, if you're going to touch the candlesticks or what.
All right. Repeat that for me, please.
I was asking, is it more long-term investments or short-term investments? If you're gonna be touching the candlesticks.
Okay. Long-term investments or short-term investments regarding your candlesticks? Is that right?
Yeah, I want to know the investment strategy, like what you're doing, US 30, forex, stocks, cryptocurrency.
Well, we do all of them. We do
Okay,
all of them. But
okay,
what's your
perfect.
what's your what's your specific question?
Well, most likely I was doing US 30 forex, but I went back into crypto and I do some dividend investments too.
Okay. All right. All right. 1 second here. Okay. All right. I am going to let me share my screen. 1 second here, guys. Bear with me. Okay. Do you guys see my screen? Monster US 30. You guys see that?
Yeah, I see it.
You guys see it? Okay. All right. Okay. I want to talk about this right here. All right. I want to talk about Bitcoin here. And I want to talk about this chart right here. All right. So we want to start here. All right. So here is Bitcoin here. All right. And we got a buy signal here. We actually got a buy signal on the daily time frame. All right. So we got a buy signal on the daily time frame. All right. And what I've been getting calls, and I continue to get calls from traders, whether it's traders that are with us, all right, or even traders using the system, right, about Bitcoin here. And I want to ask you guys, right? I want to ask you guys, um, what would you guys do here as new traders, as brand new traders, all right, as brand new traders, right? And I know there's an answer that um, you guys might want to give, right? Because you've got some information now, right? So you've got some more information now. You've got some new information now. All right. But what I want to talk about is what's your real feeling about this, right? All right. So given that, right, and forget about the system for a second, right here. What do you want to do about this? What do you think you would want to do about this? Do you think you would want to trade this here? Anyone? Do you guys think, and all we're going to do this evening is have a conversation, right? Because this keeps coming up. And as new traders, it's important. We give the book Trading in the Zone to our traders that do our one-on-one coaching with us. We ask that you read um, Trading in the Zone, right? You read that book. But let's talk about this. And whether it's Bitcoin here or any stock or anything in general, right? How do you guys feel when the price does this? Anyone?
So definitely we are trying, we are getting a FOMO now, right? Oh, we missed the boat,
Yeah, that
and
FOMO, right? Yeah,
yeah, we feel like now we missed the boat and we're going to buy that because it's going up.
because it's going
But
up, right? Yeah.
yeah, but that's not correct now. So we just have to wait for another resistance breakup, then we have to enter. That's my thought,
Okay.
my two
All right.
cent.
Now, how does it feel? Now, yeah. So yeah, we know um about the FOMO, right? Fear of missing out and all of that, right? Um, but what causes that? What causes that? What causes that? What causes that? What causes the fear? Because that's something we've got to control. We absolutely have to control it, right? So what causes, right? What causes when the price does like this? What causes the FOMO? What do you guys think causes the FOMO?
Means we could have made a lot of money. We missed the boat,
So perhaps a missed opportunity, right?
right?
So a missed opportunity. Anyone else? Betty, what do you think? What do you think, Betty? All right. Because we do this a lot, right? We chase this price action. All right. So, Donna, what do you think?
I'm sorry, I came on late, so I didn't hear the question.
Okay. So, my question is, right? Um, this happens a lot, even with um, existing traders that trade with us, even with the systems, and traders that do not trade with us, right? I've been getting calls on Bitcoin, right? And here was the buy signal on the 240 here, and the price, just looking at this, right? The price has gone up quite a bit. And we're still trying to get in. Traders are still trying to get in. So my question is, right? Um, how can we, because this is not good, right? This is not good. So what can we do, or why do you think, and Ranjit said it's, yeah, it's the fear of missing out, right? The fear of missing out. Hey, Chris, right? Fear of missing out, right? Let me ask, let me ask. So why are we, right? It's fear of missing out. So why are we chasing the price action? Hey, Chris, welcome. Why are we chasing that?
I think we presume that it would continue.
Okay, well, no, my question is though, because I've had traders call me and say, hey, David, I want to get in here, up here, not down here, right? Where we had the entry on the 240. If we look at the daily, right? So if we look at the daily here, and all we're doing is having a conversation. That's all I want to do this evening, right? We don't want to talk about support and resistance or any of that. We're going to talk about the psychology here. Okay, that's sometimes that's even um, more important than your entries and exits, right? So whether it's this entry here or this entry here, right? Why are we chasing the price? And yes, fear of missing out, but what else?
Is it lack of education?
Lack of education? Yes, yes, yes. That's a good one. So fear of missing out, a lack of education. What else? What else? Fear of missing out. There's more. There's more. There is more. What else? Why is there why is there fear of missing out? Why do we have FOMO? Hey KW. I want you guys, if you've traded, if you've taken at least one trade, just a single trade, right? Think about that process where you've done this, right? And think about how you felt, right? And if you haven't traded, think of um, experiences you've had, right? Where you've missed an opportunity. All right. And we want to kind of tie it in here. All right. Why do you guys think that this is such a big deal? This is such a big deal, right? It's such a big deal. And it can be extremely dangerous, all right, as traders. All right. This can be extremely dangerous. And this will limit, and especially as for beginning traders, right? If we don't fix this, right? If we don't fix this, we can spend years, right? Years um, trying to be successful as traders. So, fear of missing out, lack of education. How about,
Can I try another one?
yes, absolutely.
I think that traders that enter at that moment are like they are like filled with anxiety.
And yes, yes. So a lot of anxiety, right? A lot of anxiety, not being patient, right? Right? Very good. Very good. What else? What else? Think. I want you guys to think. And think about areas because we can tie in our behaviors that we do outside of trading. And because we bring all those habits, everything that we do, right? We bring those into our trading, all right? And in our decisions that we make when we trade. And as a matter of fact, those personalities, those traits are heightened. They're heightened, right? When we get into trading because we've got money on the line, right? Right. So everything is like 10x. All right. So we want to have ways to control this, right? But we need to know what it is. All right. So we're going to go through, and I want you guys to be honest, right? You need to be honest with yourselves, right? When I do one-on-one coaching with our traders, um, we get real honest, right? We get real honest so that we can uncover some, habits. All right, some habits. Good habits. There are some good strengths. There are strengths that we need that we can bring into our trading, but there are also um, negative habits that we want to can't totally get rid of, but if we understand it, we can manage it. Okay. So I want you guys to look at this chart right here. All right. I want you guys to look at this chart right here. What would you do here? So I'm going to ask Joseph. Joseph, what would you do here with this chart here?
What would I do?
Yes.
What you mean? What would I do with it?
What would
Like,
you
would I
do?
invest in it?
Would you invest in it? Would you do
It
nothing? Would
look
you
like it's going on an uptrend. So it's constantly going up. It's just going in at the right time. So if it's a possibility, yeah. It's just going on an uptrend and just to go in when it goes down and then wait for it to go back up again.
Okay. So so what would you do? Would you buy it? Would you get in?
Right now,
would you get in? Would you do nothing? What would you do?
I'll watch it because it's at the highest point.
You would
So
you would watch it for what?
to see what it's gonna do.
Okay.
I want to see what the market's gonna do because it's at the highest point right now. Like it's just like unpredictable. So I'll basically watch it and see if it's gonna continue to go up or it's gonna go down because that's the highest point it's been.
Okay.
Looking from left to right.
What do you think Ranjit would do?
What I think you do,
Mm-hmm. Ranjit. What do you think Ranjit would do?
well, I don't even know who Ranger is. I don't know what he. I don't know. It's gonna be hard to say.
Okay. What do you think KW would do?
The people you asking, I really don't know them like that. So
You don't know them?
I'm based upon what I'll do. I don't really know them like that. I don't know what their trading strategy is different.
Oh, okay.
Because
All right.
some people gain money from the market going up. Some people gain money from the market going down, especially if you do options. So it's different perception.
Okay. All right. All right. Very good. All right.
Can I try?
Yes, Betty. Yes. Yes. So
I
what would you do here, Betty?
I won't enter this trade because it's already gone. So I will wait for it to break a support and I start shorting.
You would short it here. You would wait for it to break support here and start shorting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What would Ranjit do? What do you think Ranjit would do?
Me? Are you asking to
Yes.
me?
Yes, yes. What do you think Ranjit would do?
I don't know Ranjit's level of experience. I don't know.
Okay. Sedona, right? How would you trade this here? How would you trade this chart right here?
So I have two minds. One, I haven't seen the markdown because based on what I've learned so far, is that we have to see a markdown and then after that, where the first resistance point, that's where you would enter. From this one, I think that's already gone. However, if I looked across to where the red starts, I think it's a 1. I can barely see a screen where there is a 1. There's other resistance points at the top. So I'm uncertain.
Okay. What would Solomon do? What do you think Solomon would do?
Hi, Mr. David. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Are you asking me
one second. Yeah.
All right.
One second. 1 second. Yeah. So Sedona, what would Solomon do?
I'm sorry, I don't know Solomon, nor do I know what his trading style is. So unfortunately, I cannot speak on his behalf.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good. Solomon, how would Sedona trade this?
How would Donut trade this chart?
Yes.
I'm not quite sure. I don't know. But she said it's at the according to what she said it's already at the highest highest point of the chart. So probably just wait till it breaks the resistance, you said? Or yeah.
Okay. You guys notice, that um that two things, well, several things, right? Everyone had a different opinion with a little twist, right? Here, how you would trade it. But everyone, right? No one wanted to describe how the other person would treat this, right? And your answer was, well, I don't know that person, right? I don't know Ranjit, right? I don't know Solomon. I don't know, right? Sedona, right? Joseph, right? There, this is one chart. There isn't several opinions here. It is what it is. So the way Ranjit trades it would be the exact same way, should be. Now, there might be a slight difference, but we're talking about this chart right here, right now. And we have several different opinions. And but most importantly, no one wanted to say, okay, well, this is the way. I just know this is the way, and Ranjit should trade it this way, right? And Joseph should trade it this way. Solomon should trade it this way. KW should trade it this way. And Betty should trade it this way. There's only one way to trade this. There's only one way to trade it. And no one said, I would just stay in. So we all assumed that I meant, getting in now. But no one said, well, David, I would just stay in. Because we have a buy signal here, I would just stay in. So you see how we can have so many different opinions, right? So many different opinions about the same price chart. That price chart hasn't moved. I didn't move, right, to a different price chart. This is the same price chart. All right. So the question I posed earlier, right? When we looked here, right here, there is only one answer, right? And the answer is, right, we do nothing here. But if we can look at this price chart, and I hope this makes sense, right? If we look at this price chart and we see several different things in it, right? Then that's an issue, right? If we see that, hey, we think it's going to come down, we think it's going to go up, with all these different opinions, then we'll get in trouble, right? Let's do another one.
So David, so what was your point? I think I'm missing the thing. So you were saying like we cannot know anybody else what they're going to do, right? But what are you trying to tell us? Like, what is your point?
Well, my point is there's only one thing to do. And everyone should know what that is, right? So let's go back here. I don't even know which symbol it was now. Doesn't matter, right? Ranjit, my point is this. We shouldn't have several opinions, right? There shouldn't be several different opinions on this. There's only one thing to do there. All right. So if you're looking at this price action, right? And you gotta get to that space, right? Hey Steve, welcome. You gotta get to the point where you're solid in that. That there's only one thing to do here. There isn't 3 and 4 or 5 different things. And if you're talking to another trader, right? Right? And we'll pair up traders and I'll do that. But I do that because I know that this particular trader will see the same thing. So you get so tuned into the market, right? You know how things work, how price works. So there's only one way to look at it. You get that, Ranjit? That makes sense? There's only one way to look at that price action. And if we have several different ways to view that price action, guess what? We're wrong. Someone is wrong. Does that help, Ranjit, to clarify? Or does that help?
Sorry, so you are saying like we all should know one way to trade. That's the right way to trade, right?
Yes. Yes.
But your question was like what other person will do, right? So we don't know that what other person will do.
Yeah, but you
right?
should know, you should know what they should do. Forget, yeah, you should. So when I ask Ranjit, when I say, hey, Ranjit, all right, what should Betty do here? Right? I said, hey, Ranjit, what should Betty do here? And your only answer should be what? And everyone, your only answer should be what? What should Betty do here?
Get in. It's a buy signal, get in.
Yeah, get in. Not, well, I don't know Betty. I don't know her style of trading. Right? Doesn't matter. That's my point, right? When I say what Betty, and that's what gets us in trouble, right?
May I say something, Mr. Dave?
Yes, go ahead, Joseph.
When I said I don't really know their way of investing or their strategies, because some people do options. Some people bet that the market's gonna go up, or some people bet that the market's going down. So that's what I meant in terms of I don't know if they're trying to bet that the market's gonna go up and they do an options trade, or they're betting that the market's gonna go down. So some are bear investors or some are bull investors. So that's why I said I don't know what their strategy is. Because you could make money for it going up or down.
Okay, so let's look at that then. Okay, so here's the price action here, regardless of the instrument, right? The regardless of the instrument that you use, whether it's options or whatever, right? What should Betty do here?
Right there, she should get in.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. She should get in, and in what direction?
Right. What direction?
Mm-hmm.
What you mean? It's normally from left to right, isn't it?
No, in what direction? Long, short, long?
Oh, okay. Long. I'll stay in that trade.
Long.
Yeah, I'll stay in that trade.
It's that simple, right?
Yeah, I'll stay in that trade for sure.
Yeah, you guys understand? Yeah, it's that cut and dry. But you notice how everyone, and the lesson is, you notice how everyone had a different opinion on how to trade the price. And then no one had the conviction to say, hey, Betty, right? This is, I don't need to know Betty. I don't need to know Betty's trading style, right? This is it. There's only one. The price is going up. Get in or stay in. Right? Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Am I right or am I wrong? If the price is going up, are there several ways to trade this other than just get in?
That's why I said I keep on. I stay long in that position. There's only one way because that price keep going up. I probably take half of my profit out, but I'm gonna keep on holding up for the long term.
Okay. All right.
I have a question, David.
Okay, Betty, go ahead.
Could you please go back to the chart you asked everyone? I don't remember the pair because this is forex.
I don't remember
I
it
think
either, but I'll find it. Let's go through here. I'll find it. I think it's this one here. It was this one.
yes. What will you do? How will you trade this? What will be your style?
Well,
What will be your action?
I would be in it. I would be already in it. And then I would stay in it.
How about
Until
how about in Bitcoin, David?
Bitcoin, okay. Right here with Bitcoin. Let's go Bitcoin right here. All right. And so what's your question, Ranjit?
Like what are you going to do here?
Okay, so I would have gotten in here, right? Let's put on the daily. I would have gotten in here on the daily, the buy signal right here, and now I would stay in.
No. Right now, suppose if you have missed that buy signal,
Oh,
right now, should you enter or should you wait for pullback or maybe like what is the right way? You are saying the only everyone should do the right way, right? So what we should do right now?
okay. So Betty, let me ask you, Betty, what would you do right here? You guys know my answer.
Nothing.
You would do nothing?
Yeah, it's gone. If I miss the signal, then I would just leave it.
You let it go? Okay,
Yeah.
so Betty would let it go. Solomon, what would you do?
I'll wait till I get another buy signal to gain.
Okay, so you would wait for another buy signal. Ranjit, what would you do?
I kind of agree with Betty, but the way I'm feeling that I can get in because it's still in the buy signal. I just have to wait for the sell signal, and once there is a sell signal, then I will get out. But I can get in. That's what my intuition is saying.
You would get in here?
Yeah, I will get in because it's still there is a buy signal, right? There is no sell signal yet. So my thought is there is no sell signal yet. There is already a buy signal, so I just get in.
But the buy signal
Go with the
is down.
system.
The buy signal
Correct.
is down here.
Correct. But there is no sell signal yet. So I have already missed that buy signal, right? But now I'm still seeing it's going up. I don't care. There is no sell signal. Buy signal enter, sell signal exit. I'll just follow the system.
Yeah, but
I don't know whether I'm right or not.
Your buy is all the way down here at 17,000. And you tell me you would buy it here right now.
Because there is no sell signal yet. So it might go up to 25, 50, 100, who knows?
And where would you, if let's say you bought it here, where would you get out? At the sell of the buy signal here?
No. So it kind of doing a new support, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when it breaks that support, get out.
Right here,
Yeah.
you would get out. So you would buy it around here and get out here.
Yeah. So like I would say like, yeah, that new resistance which has created, I'll get in into when it breaks that. Let me rephrase it. Yeah. When it breaks the new resistance, I will get in and when and stay the course. And when it breaks that yellow floor, I'll get out.
Okay. And what if when it if it breaks that new resistance and keep going up, where do you get out then?
Um, Good question. Just stay in the course, and
But you have to
it
you have to know where to get out. You can't
right.
just so where do you get out? And we're just talking. I want you guys to think. I just think. I want you to think about this. Think about this, right? So where would you get out?
So since this is in markup phase, right, it will consolidate at some point of time, right?
Okay. So let's say
So
consolidates
it will create another floor and resistance.
and you
So I will watch for the support.
okay,
If it breaks the support, then I will get out.
then you get out.
Yep.
Anyone agree or disagree? And there's no wrong way. There's no wrong way. There's no right way. There's just a better way, right? And I want you guys to think about this, but I want you to feel because right here, this right here, that FOMO, it's all about feeling. There's no logic in it, right? It's all emotional, right? It's all emotional. It's emotional, and it's driven by emotions, right? That's what happens. And the reason for this exercise is so that you guys should know. You should know that there's only one way. Right? There's only absolutely one way. Now, you can trade it differently on a different time frame, right? Joe mentioned you can use different instruments to trade it. You can trade options, you can trade, you know, equities, you can do many things. You can trade an ETF on the move, futures on the move, right? But the bottom line is the move is the same. And there's only one way to trade it. Right? There's only one way to trade it. So we need to know what that way is so that we don't have noise, right? That FOMO is the noise, right? The news is the noise, right? Other traders, that's noise. You notice everyone here thought that it might, that, you can trade it a little differently. Not only that, no one was willing to tell someone else how to trade this. Right? It's one trade. And no one wanted to go out on the limb and say, hey, guess what? No, 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 no. Sedona, you're not, no, this is the way. This is the way. I know it. This is the way. Right? No, Ranjit, this is the way. No, Betty, this is the way. No, Joe, this is the way. I just know this is the way. And you have to get to the point where you just know. You just know. That This is the direction. This is the direction. This is the direction. There are three directions. There's three. There's three, right? Up, down, sideways. Right? It's moving up, we should be up, long. Moving down, we should be short. Right? Sideways. Right? We either stay out, we stay out of it. All right? So learn on that. Learn on trusting. Don't trust yourself. All right? Don't trust yourselves. Right? Because if you trust yourself, right, all sorts of things happen. Trust the price. If it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. Right? Trust yourself. And have the conviction to say, no, 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 no. Right? Forget what even I think. Right? Meaning you, forget your opinions about it. Right? What is the fact? All right? All right? That makes sense? That makes sense? It should. It should. It should. Otherwise, we fall into the trap that, hey, it's going down and we don't really see it going down, right? Right? We think it's going to go up when it's actually going down. All right? So we'll do this exercise again and just have some conviction. And I know this is the beginner's class, but you guys have been around for a bit, right? Up is up is up. And Ranjit, there's only one buy. All right? This is your buy here. All right? Right? This is not a buy. Right here. Yeah. Can you do this? Absolutely, you can do this. Right? But if I ask you, Ranjit, if I ask anyone else, hey, should you buy here? All right. So I'm going to ask Sedona. Sedona, would you buy here?
At the top?
Yeah, right here.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay. Joe, would you buy here?
I have a quick question. Isn't it consolidating at this point? Is it?
It's consolidating, but it's looking to test resistance up in here.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Betty, and we're just looking at, there's a method to this. There's a method to this. Betty, would you buy here?
I am not sure. Yeah, it is about to break that resistance, but I am not sure. I don't know what that candle. I know it's a buyer's candle, but I'm not sure. So the answer is no.
The answer is no. No, why is the answer no? Why is the answer no? And we're almost done. A few more minutes here. Why is the answer no?
Because it hasn't touched the resistance level yet.
Okay.
Is it because the buying signal is already gone?
Okay. Do you guys see? One second here. Do you guys see my screen? Which screen do you see here? What does it say?
4 market phases.
The 4 market phases.
Yes.
This is it right here. Everything here, 4 market phases is everything you need to know. All right. So that's that Bitcoin. So Ranjit, here is where you are right now. Right? Here is your price right in here. Right here. That's your price. Here's your buy right here. So you know why I know that's a bad entry? That's a bad entry for Ranjit. All right. Is because his price is right here. Getting ready to test this when the entry should have been right here. You know how I know that I would stay in that previous trade, right? Because the price was about right here also. But the buy signal, I think the buy signal on that came in about right here. But it was a buy signal. It wasn't reaccumulation. It was a buy signal here. So you know how
David,
you check. Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt you. Sorry. So, how do we know it's not in that middle reaccumulation phase? It has reached that peak distribution phase.
You start from the bottom. You start right here.
Yeah, right. So that's what the breakout in the Bitcoin, right? So
Yes.
now it's going up. Now is having its own accumulation. So now maybe it can break that. If it breaks the resistance, it can go up again, right? It will take
Yes.
another markup.
Yes, but that's not your entry. That's not your buy signal. No, you could add it to your position, but that's not where you would buy.
Oh,
Okay.
I see. So the entry is always the buy.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's go here. Let's look here. All right. So we have to go by the 4 market phases. That's your rule book.
Means like, what if now the Bitcoin takes to 50,000 from here onwards, 20 to 50,000? It keeps going up and up and up, right? That's not like the history been done like that, right? If you go back, you will see like it went up and up and up, then it
Okay.
crashed. So if we miss the buy signal at right now, so we cannot go and buy it anymore.
Where we're on this time frame right here. So that's a hope. You're hoping that something happens in the future. And we're not in the present. All right. So here is the accumulation. Right? Here's your buy signal. This is the markup. This is your first accumulation here where you could have added. So your first trade, second trade. Right? Now, if it breaks resistance up here, that's high, but you could add here on a break of resistance. Now it's high, and that could be your third trade. But you're saying, hey, I want to get my first trade here. Right? That's the FOMO, right? That's the FOMO right here, right? Getting in on your first trade here, right? And then this is what could happen here, all right? Now, here is resistance, here is support. What could happen? Price could do this, break support, right? Now you stuck in this trade. Now, yes, let's say you were lucky enough to get out here, all right? But that's not tradable. right? You're looking at here when you've missed, right? The meat of the trade from here to here. That's the trade here. And my point is this, we should all see this trade here. There's only one trade to be done. All right. So where Ranjit, you're looking at it as a trade. This is a possible trade here. Someone else, right? Um, uh, Solomon could look at a possible trade here, a possible trade here. Betty might look at shorting it. And all I'm saying that right now, there's only one trade. Right now, there's only one trade, right? Buy here, wait. If it breaks support here, get out. If it goes higher, right? If it goes higher, wait. Wherever it ends up, break support, get out here. There's only one trade to be had. One trade. And everyone should know what that trade is. Right?
Oh, okay. So I got your point. So there is only one trade. When there is a buy signal, enter there. Don't enter in between.
Bingo. Yes. 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 There's only
So
one trade.
just move on to the next one.
Yes. Yes.
It's just a symbol.
It's just a symbol. Yeah. And there's only one. Yeah. And so what happens is this, right? When we look at it like this, hey, there's one trade, right? There's one trade. Here is the trade. Here is the trade. Here is the exit. All right. If we've missed it, then yes, we can move on. But the most important thing is this. Now, I know we're still learning this, but we need to get to the point where we are telling our colleagues, right? If they're looking at something else, right? Something else within this trade, we should have the confidence, right? And the conviction to say no, 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 no. No, 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 Betty, you're wrong. Hey, no, Joe, I know, no, we all trying to be polite, right? We're all trying to be polite, right? I get that, right? But we don't need to know the other trader to know what's right. That's my real point here. Is that, and if you guys go back to the four market phases, that's why, you know, I make sure you guys have that information. That will give you that roadmap, right? Will give you the conviction that you need to say, no, 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 no. This is the right way. Because when you start trading, when you guys are trading, you need to have that type of conviction. Because you're putting your hard-earned money on the line. So you should not, no one should be able to sway you from what is. Right? And this price here, that's it is, right? There's transparency in the price. There's 100%, right? Transparency in the price. And that's what gives you really, that's what gives you the conviction, right? To stay in, right? Get in, right? Not get out. Those are our best traders will do that. They know. All right. So that's the work you guys have to do. Right? And it has nothing to do with trust your eyes. Just trust your eyes. It's really easy to see right here. It's really easy to see. Right? Trust yourselves, trust your eyes. Once we start looking to see what we can kind of figure out, right? When it's now, I didn't give you guys something like this. I said, hey, this is it right here. It's simple. Price is going up. It's simple. All right. Make sense?
David,
Yeah.
question. So if I'm getting this straight, so we'll enter the reaccumulation of resistance and would exit at the support of the distribution phase, right?
Right.
Is that okay?
Yes. Now let me do this here.
Hey, David, can you go back to that other one, the other graph which you were also asking earlier? So I would really wanted to see there. No, but really, this is really good. Thank you so much for
Which one? The four
really makes
market?
sense.
Which one? The four market phases, Ranjit?
Yeah. No. The other graph which you initially started with Bitcoin, there was a second graph you were showing.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Hold on here. Hold on. Let's see here. Yeah, you guys want to get to the point. This one here. This one, Ranjit, do you see it?
We can't see your screen.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, how about now? Was it this one?
Yeah, correct. So okay, so the same stuff here, right? So the buy signal is already gone. So don't do then anything.
Yeah, just hold on. If you're in it, you would be in it, and then just hold on to it, right? Just hold on. So when I asked this, your answer should have been, and that's everyone, right? Stay in. And then when I asked, well, what would Solomon do, right? Well, stay in. He should be in it. First of all, he should be in it, right? Because it has a buy signal. And then what would KW do? Well, she should stay in, David.
No, so they should be staying in, but like at the buy signal. Now they can't get in, right?
No,
the
they
train
can't
has
get
already
in.
left.
No, that would be absolutely that would be the wrong thing.
Yeah, okay, that's what so it's already the train has left the station, so stay away now.
Yeah. You should be in it. We should be in it, right? And then everyone else, what they should do, because I was asking, right? What should Joe do? Ranjit, right? What would KW do? And your answer should be, well, you don't need to know KW. You don't need to have lunch, coffee with KW, right? You don't have to be friends. We should just know as traders, right? There is one way to trade it. And we should know that, hey, KW should do it this way, right? Joe should do it this way. There's only one way. All right. Betty, go ahead. You have a question?
Yes. I see on this chart, I see a buy signal, and I haven't seen a sell signal yet, but there's is resistance line where the price is below. To me, the price is below the buy signal. Why is it that there wasn't a sell signal before that?
Where is that? Where? Here?
Down below.
Below?
Yes, this first support. After that,
Here?
no,
Here?
after, yes, exactly. Why the price is below, at that point, the price is below the entry.
Mm-hmm.
Why will I still stay? Well, if I was in this trade, why would I still stay there?
So you would not have, but my point is the same. Okay, my point is the same. And good observation, right? Good observation here. And let me show you here. But the point is the same, right? The point is the same. But yeah, good observation here. We, I tell traders, if we get a red candle here, good observation. You can get out right here. You could have gotten out, but the system did hold on to it, right? We didn't get a sell signal like here. Okay. But my point is still the same, right? It's still moving higher, right? It's still moving higher. Okay. But good observation. Good observation. What the way I teach this with traders is that you get a red candle, you don't have to stay in, right? No, we always get out on the sell signal, like here, on the hard sell, right? Right here, right? White arrow right here, right? Buy signal here, white arrow exit. That's a hard close. All right. We don't have that. All right. But yeah, you can get out on the red candles. Yes. Yes. Good point. But the point is the same, right? Price is moving higher. There's only one way to trade it. Okay. Just like Bitcoin here. All right. So just like Bitcoin here. All right. There's only one way. Right here. Just like Bitcoin here, there's only one way. Okay. So as you guys, and this is just a challenge for you guys, right? I want you guys to think, right? Because when you start trading and when and everyone starts off small, but there will come a time, if you guys are in this long enough, if you're in this long enough, right? There will come a time where you're trading large amounts of capital or larger amounts of capital. Okay. So whether that's $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, and we've had traders that start off with $300 and move all the way up to 50,000 and higher, right? So what I'm telling you is you guys are right here, right? You're right here, that $300 mark. In order to get to these levels here, you've got to know. You just have to know, right? You have to know. Yeah. You have to know. You have to have the conviction, right, that you are right. Now, I'm not saying you still have to know what you're doing, all right? But the start of that, the beginning point of that is practicing with this. We should all know the direction of this price here. We should all know. We should all know that. All right? Right? That this is easy. Right? We should all know price is moving higher. Right? We stay in. All right? And that everyone else should just stay in. Okay? And I know I confuse you guys a bit, right? I know I confuse you guys, but that's done on purpose to get you guys to think. Okay? To get you guys to think. All right? Because
David?
Go ahead, Betty. 1 second, Betty. 1 second.
I can recognize the markdown phase. I can get in at the markdown phase, but the most difficult part is to wait for the price to move up.
So to wait here on the buy signal here?
Yeah, to wait for the price to move up to make a markup.
To mark up.
That's the hardest part.
Why is that? Why do you think that is?
Because I'm constantly checking to see if it's going high enough.
Okay.
And sometimes you buy And as soon as you buy, the price just starts going down.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, and yeah, I mean, and that's why that will always happen, even if with an automated process like us, like what we have, um, that still that still happens, right? So you have to know what you right. You have to know that you're following a process, right? And you have to be strong about that process. So like here, right? Buy signal came here, it held, right? Held, came down a bit. That's what you're referring to, right? And then went up, right? But just know that, right? And this is why we do this stuff and we follow support and resistance. You have to know that if it goes, if the trade doesn't work out, which 7, 8 times out of 10, it's not going to work out. All right. That's the reality, right? 7, 5, 6, 7 times, it's not going to work out. So we just need to know, okay, where are we going to get out, right? And we know we're going to get out on a break of support. All right. So what you do, Betty, is once you've gone through, you have your markup phase, 4 market phases, all of that. It's gone through that and it's broken resistance. You just have to take the trade, right? If you've done everything else, you just have to take the trade. And it's just a trade. It's just a trade. All right. And the way we learn this is when everyone comes in to trade, we tell them $300. Sometimes I have to tell traders $200, right? Who is on there? Solomon. Solomon, right? Right? Did I say that, Solomon? Right? $200, $300. Open your account. All right.
Yes, Mr.
Yes, right? Yeah. And then this is your some traders call this your education money, right? Your education money. And that's you use that money to learn how to trade. Right? You're not trying to make money out of this. This is not enough money to make money, right? You need more capital than this, but you use that money to learn. Okay. So Betty, so out of your $200 right here, you might put $10 on the trade or $20, right? And you put it on the trade, right? If you take a loss, you lose $20. It's no big deal. All right. All right. For some people, it might be $10 because you want to go through that process and you actually want to feel the losses. And I know it's scary, right? But you want to feel the losses and you want to take those losses. Not every time, but you're going to take those losses. All right. And then, right? So let's say, and if let's say for instance, and I'll end with this. So Betty, let's say you're having an issue. This is how you work things out, right? So let's say you've got the markdown phase really good, right? You've got the markdown phase, you've gotten that out, you've figured that out, you've got the accumulation phase, and you're getting out of the trade, right? It's kicking you out, and you get in here, you get a buy signal, goes up, kind of comes back down, resistance becomes support, it gets you here. All right. But let's say you're losing $50 here, right? When that happens, or $75, all right, or $300, right? Well, everyone has a different level, but I don't care. I tell everyone starts small. I tell every trader to, I don't care how much experience you've got, right? How much capital you've got, doesn't matter. It's all the same when we're starting off. All right. And I say, okay, if when you take this loss, right? If it's $50, all right, and you fill in that loss, reduce it. Go down to the ridiculous. All right, $20. All right. It should get to the point, your losses should get to the point where it's not, you don't even care. You understand what I'm saying? It shouldn't be, oh, I can't take this loss, because if you can't take the loss, you're going to stay in. So what happens is this, right? So let's say we entered here, broke support, entered here, right? We don't know that this is going to happen yet. We don't know any of this, right? And so the loss here, let's say the loss here is $20. No, I'll make it higher. Let's say the loss here from here to here, and we haven't taken the loss, right? It's just retraced down to support. But let's say it's $100. And $100 is $100, right? And we can't take that loss because it's $100. So we do not close the trade, right? And it's our account is negative $100. What's going to happen? And we can't take the trade because we've got to close that trade to take that loss, right? We have to take that loss. And in order to do that, we have to close the trade. And once we close the trade, it's a loss. We don't get that money back. Right? So if it's large enough for us, not no one else, for us, if it's too large for us to execute the trade and get out, guess what? We are not going to get out. We're going to hope that it goes back up so that we don't have to take that loss. Okay? And what happens is the loss gets bigger, right? Gets larger. So it'll go from 100 to 150 to 250, right? Right? To 300. This is what happens. This is what happens. Whereas if we took the trade, right, and we trade in, we watching our size, right? And this was a $20 loss, right? Where it's no big deal. So Betty, where it's no big deal to take that $20 loss, guess what? We'll take that $20 loss. And guess what? This never happens. And then if we are realistic, right, about trading and how much money we can make, guess what? We never take this trade up here. We'll wait for this trade here. The only reason we take the trade up here is because of greed. It's the only reason. The only reason we take the trade here is that we feel that we've missed out on all of this money here, right? So it's fearful here, fear and greed, right? We are fearful here and we are greedy here. We get fearful here and we get greedy here. We all do it. All right? But we can't do this. Because what happens here, we end up losing here and we end up losing here. And we end up, we never win. Okay? Make sense? And as new traders, if we can tackle this, it's all up in here, all in here. And 90% of it is going to be in your mind. And it's all based on fear and greed and all emotional. So if we can fix this stuff right here, right? If we can fix all of this, right? It becomes easy. We're going to buy here. We're going to wait, break support, get out. That's the trade. That's the only trade. There's one trade, and everyone else should trade it this way, the only way. All right. All right, guys. You guys are making me work too much. You guys are making me work too much. All right. So it's 8:30. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Take care. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.